I was a sophomore, Lakeview High School in Battle Creek, Michigan, when I made the decision that I was going to play professional baseball. I grew up 20 minutes from Derek Jeter, who had just signed with the New York Yankees as a senior in high school. Derek and I played in summer leagues on opposite teams, and I remember watching him play when we would play summer baseball, looking across the field thinking, you know, everybody's talking about Derek Jeter, and I am every bit as good as he is. And so as I watched him play and I saw the attention he was getting, my coach walked up to me and he said, if you'll listen to me, I guarantee you'll be every bit as noticed and recognized as he is your senior year. I'll never forget, I had to make the decision of a lifetime. Would I say no to the good to say yes to the best? I was going to determine whether or not I was really going to dedicate my life to baseball or not. It wasn't a matter of talent, it was a matter of passion. It was a matter of would I be willing to pay the price. So here's the workout that I placed myself upon. In fact, we got to hold and find out exactly the same workout that Derek Jeter was on. Here's what I had to do. I was the starting quarterback of my high school football team. I had to give that up. I was the starting point guard of the high school basketball team. I had to give that up because I had to narrow my focus. I read every book that I could get my hands on baseball. I went to every baseball camp possible. I watched baseball every night I could. I took notes. I spent 6 hours a day doing baseball drills. I slept with my baseball glove. I was the first one to practice. I was the first one to every game. I was the last one to leave. I played with other great ball players. Every day after practice, I would beg my coach or my friends or my peers to stay and hit me over 100 ground balls a day. Why? Because I was addicted. I got to confess to you this afternoon, I've never been addicted to drugs. I've never been addicted to alcohol. I've never been addicted to all these other things, but I was addicted to sports. God got a hold of my heart one day. I left baseball. I'll never forget this the longest day I lived. My parents, my grandparents, everybody that knew me, my high school principal, my coach, they were all pushing for me because they knew my dedication. I got the Holy Ghost in a little church up in Marshall, Michigan. God filled me with the Holy Ghost. I began to grow in passion, and I'll never forget one day I walked out of a baseball practice and something was very empty in my heart, and I took my baseball glove and I threw it in the corner of my room, and I got on my face before God and I said, God, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what you're doing in my life. I'd only been in church just a few months. I said, but I want to give to you what I gave to baseball. I'll never forget, I went to practice the next day and I looked at my coach and I said, I know you're not going to understand this. I said, but I want to be a preacher and I want to turn my world upside down. He looked at me and he said, you don't understand. You can still play baseball and be a good witness and be a good Christian. I said, you're probably right, but I don't want to just be a good witness or a good Christian. I want to be addicted. I want to be radical. I am ready to give to God what I gave to baseball. And let me tell you, my friend, it was not an easy decision to make. My parents didn't understand it. In fact, they called a meeting in my high school, my principal, my guidance counselor, my baseball coach, my grandfather, and my father. And they gave me a speech of what you're throwing away. You don't understand the talent that you have and the millions you could make and the impact you could make for God. You'll know so many people. And they tried for an hour, but you know what? I didn't have a lot of support, but I had something in my soul. I had another addiction. It was called addiction to evangelism. And let me tell you, my friend, I was nice up till this point when my principal, my my coach finally said, the thing that we're concerned about since you've joined this little Pentecostal church is you're kind of getting into a cult. They're kind of brainwashing you. Up to that point, I was polite, but then I looked up and I stood up and I said, let me tell you something. I have not been brainwashed. I have been blood washed. And I wouldn't trade this for this whole world. Take your baseball, take your degree, take everything you have, but give me Jesus. And can I say, I have never regretted that decision for the rest of my life. If I could get up 5 o'clock every day during the summer to go play baseball all day, if I could sleep with my baseball glove, if I could be the first one to practice, the last one to leave, surely if I could give that same consecration to God, then God could do something in my life. And let me tell you that He did in 2 years by the help of God. Oh yeah, people picked on me. Oh yeah, they thought I was crazy. But in 2 years, by the help of God, I brought over 100 people from my high school to my local church. Come on, you know what we need? We need to forget who we are, and we need to get back out of this because of the times with a fresh faith and a fresh passion and a fresh love for souls.